When you stop arguing, it's going to leave them thrown off, worried, and confused because they're not going to know what to think. When you stop arguing with them, it's like a whole new world for you. All right. When you stop arguing with them, it's going to be a power shift in the dynamic of the relationship between you all. When you choose to stop arguing back, all right, you're going to find a newfound sense of freedom because you're no longer going to allow yourself to be triggered by what others are saying. And it's a very powerful experience, and you may have done it and may not even realize that that's what you were doing. You may have done it with certain people because you're aware of what they're up to, but I'm here to tell you today to do it with everyone. Do it with everybody. Stop arguing with everybody. All it does is raise your blood pressure. Unless you have to argue, save it for a moment where it's necessary. But other than that, don't get into it with people who are trying to get into it with you just because they're trying to pull you out of your good mood. There are some people who are just negative around the clock. So even when they're pretending to be upset or angry or more mad, that's just their norm, and they're still faking it. They're still faking their upsetness to be petty to you and to make you think that you need to get into this match or screaming match or anger with them and get upset or get into this argument with them when it's totally and completely unnecessary. All right, the whole objective is that they're being used by the devil to take you out of your beatific state, which has you connected to the Most High, the source, the universe. All right, they're trying to remove you from that because that peace is like the frequency is so high it irritates them. All right, so they're irritated by the frequency that you're vibrating on because of the connection that you have to source, to the Most High, to God, the universe, nature, the planet Earth. You're reprogramming them. They're fighting it. They're trying to reprogram you, but good over triumphs. Good is always going to triumph over evil. They're never going to be able to program you. They have to try to make you mad and get you upset and do it through anger and turn you into them and have you like they affect your energy to try to program the way you think so that way they could work their way in that way, because if they can get in your head and get you to change the way you think, then that's another way that they'll try to get to you. All right, but when you stop arguing with them, it's going to leave them thrown off and confused. I'm talking about people who were able to trigger you for years, people who you found out, oh, they're messing with me. Like, so you may not know what triggering was. You may not have known what a narcissist was, what a toxic person was, but you knew that, you know what, I'm done trying to prove myself to certain people who know me, who know how I am, and who are trying to push my buttons and pull my strings because they're well aware of how I operate. So they're trying to operate me the way they want and the way that I have unnecessarily, unknowingly allowed them to for the past God knows how long. Just get mad, not even know why, getting into arguments, not knowing why, being stressed out, talking to them for what and why, I don't know. Certain conversations you should have never even got into because it was just a setup from the giddy up. All right, all the conversations that they tried to lure you in and bait you into for the purpose of you getting into an argument just because your state of peace was too much for them and it was irritating them and they couldn't take it. They couldn't stand to see you happy not once. They couldn't stand to see you content, at peace, comfortable, not anxious, not afraid or worried for a second. Any moment that you weren't worried or afraid or scared or angry or upset was not enough for them. Now it's too good for them. They have to get you into a state of being argumentative. Even if they're arguing back with you, that's what they like. They like the drama. They hate peace, can't stand it to save their life. They'll argue back with you and be having a good time and say, "Hey, thanks for coming over. Thanks for joining us. We had a great time arguing with you this whole entire time about something we know you're passionate about because we triggered you into getting you to speak about it." Avoid people who you have your questions about or questions on that are trying to bait you into conversations that you're passionate about, especially when you know it's going to be one-sided. You're going to feel how you feel about a certain topic or a certain conversation. It's never going to change. But the thing is, you have hope for them. You have to let go of your hope for certain people. They're never going to change. They're playing you and trying to talk about something because they know they're going to get a certain amount of energy out of you, and it's entertaining to them. It's entertaining to watch you to have you go back and forth with them like they actually even care about the topic that they're talking about, like they actually even care about you, who they're talking to. Because if they did care about you, in a way that would be productive for you, they wouldn't be behaving like this in a way that, like, who wants to be around someone that's stressed and upset, and that's the only way you could be around them. That's not positive for you. You basically have somebody that's only happy to be around you if you're destroyed or if you're distraught. That's never a good situation. Why should you constantly have to be fighting for your life just to be in the presence of some folks? Why should people want to see you fight for your life in the presence of them? That's a whole nother video right there in itself. But you not arguing with them is going to leave them confused. They're not going to know what to do. They're trying to trigger you. It's not working. They're trying to get you caught up and get you angry and flustered, and it's not working. They're used to being able to get enjoyment and entertainment and feel better about themselves, and it's not working. All right, they have whole conversations. They been waiting for you the whole week, possibly even the whole month, for them to come over and patronize you and belittle you and talk down to you and throw shade at you and be conniving and underlying to you, right? Just for the sake of their pure enjoyment, just to have a good old time, to leave you confused and questioning what's being said because you weren't quite on it and didn't understand what was being done to you at the time. But now you're well aware. You're aware of what the things are that they're doing. So all they could do is gaslight you about it. But since you know the truths behind their intentions and their tactics and their actions and their attacks, you know what it is. Okay, this is someone behaving in a way that I have to make a decision if I want to keep allowing it to enter into my life. This type of behavior I don't necessarily like. I don't necessarily want to be around this type of behavior. I have to make a choice. I have to make a decision. But stop arguing with people. All right, don't get into arguments with people at your job. A lot of people will try to set you up and get you talking about something that they know you care about. And the thing is, they're fake. They'll catch you off guard if you're unaware that they're fake. You may have to, unfortunately, some of us had to learn the hard way by thinking people were sincere and act and having what we intentionally thought was a real conversation with a real person. But sooner or later we learned out through our intuition and through our spidey senses that this person was fake. We knew that this person was talking about us behind our back. We knew that this person was going back and telling people the things that we said. Spirit showed us that this person was not real and that this person was a phony, a fake, and a fraud. So why waste your time arguing with phonies, fakes, and frauds? people who purposely want to get you in an argument, people who purposely want to see you upset and mad, because that's what they are normally 110% of the time. That's their beef with you. When you come around, you feel good, they don't. They're mad at that. So they have to find ways to trick you out of feeling good. They want to trick you out of everything: your connection with God, your peace, your joy, your happiness, your self love. They want to trick you out of it all. You got too many good qualities to come around without them trying to bring you down. They're not letting you lift them up. They're not going to do it. Your energy is trying to lift them up. They don't want to be lifted up. They take offense to you because your energy says, hey, we need to get up. Hey, I'm uplifting. They don't want to be around a uplifting kind of person. They despise that. And they subconsciously let you know on the sneak tip, low key. So don't be confused about it. Don't be confused about it. Let them be confused about it. Don't argue with them. Don't have anything to say to them. Don't let them uh, hit you with a barrage of arguments. All right, don't let these people bereave you any longer. The chastisement has to come to an end sooner or later. People playing with you just for the sake of playing with you. What type of adult has a conversation with someone, or in a group of people, what type of adults have a conversation with someone to where they know it's going to lead to an argument? You purposefully plan this out and map this out to get somebody worked up, to talk to them and get them into an argument about something that you don't even care about. And that's the worst thing. There are people who play people like this and actually get you talking and will just listen to you like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. But the worst part is when people do that and they act like they care, but they're going back and forth with you and they don't even care. They're having a conversation that they don't even care about, but they're going back and forth with you and creating a fake argument that they don't care about, just to watch you get heated or watch you sweat or watch you get all up in your feelings about something that they said. That's all it is. They want to see you get passionate about whatever you were talking about, or see if they can make you get upset, or they know you care about it, so they're going to say something ignorant about it, or they're going to say something to trigger you about it, or they're going to say something to make you feel some kind of way about it because they know it's something that you like. And that's another thing. They'll put down the stuff you like, or try to destroy the stuff you like, or make you feel bad about liking certain things, and it's all just another plot to try to make you feel bad about yourself because you're not feeding into their ways of entertainment. If you're not going to argue with them, then they're going to start picking and poking and prodding at you. Okay, you're not going to fall for the trap. Let's see what else we can hit you with, hit this person with. Who like that? That should not be your idea of a good time. That should not be your idea of a function. That should not be your idea of, hey, let's get together and hang out. Hey, let's all see each other. That's not how certain people want to remember the time that they had with other people. And then you'll have people act like that's not what they're doing, and when you call them out on it, then they minimize it, and they say that's no big deal. That's no big deal. We know nobody meant anything by that, but you're just supposed to keep taking it and allowing it to make you feel how you feel. But then when you try to bring it up, you're in your feelings. There's something wrong with you. You're seeing things. No one's doing that to you. You took that the wrong way. That's not what we meant. You're making a big deal out of nothing, but yet they're continuously doing things to try and make a person feel less than about themselves. So when you stop arguing with people like that, they don't know what to do. They're used to getting into it with you. They're used to you going back and forth with them. When you stop that, they're confused now. It's like, what else can we do? We don't know what else to do. We don't know how to access this person's buttons and try to keep pushing them. All right, so stop arguing with them. They're not going to know what to think. They're not going to know how to come at you. You're going to have them in the next room whispering. All right. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button. Smash the share button. Shout out to Dru-Nation. We growing over here. All right. I'll see you all, you amazing people, in the next video. Peace.